What if we had animal powers? Imagine if we could get some animal powers. Like, how awesome would it be to fly like a peregrine falcon or have a chameleon as color-changing abilities? But what if we had the opposite of those abilities? How about the power of a pufferfish or an octopus? Would that be a little too much for us? Let's find out. First up is the mighty moose. Now this might seem like an odd choice, but hear me out. Moose are known for their incredible strength, especially in their forelimbs. They can use their massive paws to easily lift and carry objects many times heavier than themselves. Just imagine having that kind of upper body strength. It would make everyday tasks like moving furniture or carrying groceries a breeze. No more struggling with heavy objects or calling for backup. You'd be able to handle it all on your own. Plus, if you ever got into a physical altercation, you definitely have the upper hand. With the power of the moose, your fists would be like sledgehammers and your opponents wouldn't know what hit them. However, there's also a downside to having moose-like strength. As strong as we'd be, our bones and joints might not be able to handle it. Moose are built very differently from us, with stronger bones and larger joints to support their massive weight and strength. So trying to emulate their strength could put a lot of stress on our bodies and lead to injuries. Even with proper training, it's unlikely that humans could safely harness the full strength of a moose without risking serious harm. The sheer force of their limbs could easily crush bones or cause severe joint damage if not properly controlled. And let's face it, not everyone has the discipline or training to use such immense power responsibly. So while having moose strength might sound like a superpower, it could end up being more of a liability than an asset. Next up, we have the chameleon. Their ability to change color is not just fascinating to watch, but also incredibly useful. Chameleons can alter their skin color to blend in with their surroundings, which helps them camouflage and avoid predators. This ability is due to specialized cells called chromatophores, which contain pigments and are found in layers beneath the chameleon's transparent outer skin. By expanding or contracting these cells, chameleons can control how the light reflects off their skin, creating different colors and patterns. Now imagine if we had this ability. It would be a game changer when it comes to disguises. No more struggling to find the right costume or makeup. You'd be able to transform yourself into any creature or object by simply changing your skin color and pattern. Just think about the possibilities. You could go from looking like a harmless butterfly to a ferocious lion in seconds. And don't worry about standing out in a crowd anymore. With the chameleon's color-changing abilities, you'd be able to blend in seamlessly and avoid unwanted attention. But it's not all fun and games. Being a chameleon comes with its own set of challenges. For one, you need to have the ability to control your skin cells with pinpoint accuracy to create the desired color and pattern. Otherwise, you might end up looking like a zebra when you were going for a tiger. And let's not forget about the sun. Chameleons rely on sunlight to help them change color, which means you'd be stuck indoors during cloudy days unless you wanted to look washed out. Plus, you'd have to say goodbye to wearing certain fabrics like denim, as the pigment would react with the material and mess up your color-changing abilities. Despite the challenges, I think the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to having chameleon-like powers. The ability to change color at will is a pretty cool superpower to have. But let's move on to something a little more bizarre. What if we had the powers of an octopus? These creatures have a bunch of crazy abilities, from changing color to squeezing through tiny spaces. They even have 3 hearts, but the most intriguing aspect of an octopus is its venom. Venomous animals aren't usually thought of as having superpowers, but an octopus venom is actually fascinating. Each species of octopus has a unique venom that can paralyze prey and protect against predators. Some octopus venoms are so potent that they can kill other animals almost instantly, while others are less lethal but still pack a powerful punch. The blue-ringed octopus, for example, has a venom that can cause paralysis in humans, leading to respiratory failure and death. Now imagine if we had the ability to control and manipulate this venom. It would be like having a secret weapon that could take down anyone who crosses us. And let's not forget about the pain. An octopus sting is not something you want to experience. The pain is excruciating and can last for hours. So imagine having that kind of pain at your disposal. You can make someone's life a living hell with just a few well-placed stings. However, there are some drawbacks to having an octopus-like venom. For one thing, it would be pretty hard to control. Venom experts have been studying octopus venom for years and still don't fully understand how it works. Plus, you need to be able to deliver the venom to your target, which wouldn't be easy. And let's not forget about the fact that octopus venom can be deadly. If you accidentally released too much venom, you could kill someone, which is not exactly what you want. All in all, while having an octopus venom might sound like a cool superpower, it's probably best to leave it to the professionals. Now let's talk about something a little cuter, the pufferfish. These little guys can be super adorable, but they also have a pretty impressive ability, expanding their body to many times its normal size. When threatened, a pufferfish takes water or air into its stomach and rapidly inflates itself, making it appear larger to potential predators. Some pufferfish can increase their volume by up to 10 times, turning a small fish into a big ball of spikes. This defense mechanism is not only fascinating to watch, but also incredibly effective. After all, no one wants to eat a ball of spikes. Imagine having this ability as a human. It would be like having a personal bubble that expands around you, pushing away anything that gets too close. Just think about how useful that would be in crowded situations. You could expand your bubble to create some much-needed personal space, or even use it as a fun party trick. However, having a pufferfish-like ability comes with its own set of challenges. For one thing, you'd need to be able to control the size of your bubble. If you accidentally expanded too much, you could knock over furniture or injure people around you. And let's not forget about the awkwardness of deflating. Just imagine the struggle of trying to deflate yourself after a particularly intense argument. It would be like trying to unpoof after a bad magic trick. Plus, you need to constantly worrying about what to do when you feel overwhelmed. Do you puff up and hope for the best or try to fight through the anxiety? It's not exactly a superpower that you'd want to rely on in every situation. But hey, who doesn't love a good party trick? Finally, we have the squid. Squids are fascinating creatures with a bunch of unique abilities. One of the most impressive is their ability to quickly change color and texture to camouflage themselves. They also have the power of inking, which allows them to release a cloud of ink to confuse predators. Not only that, but squids have super flexible bodies, allowing them to squeeze through small spaces and reach places that are otherwise inaccessible. Imagine having these abilities as a human. It would be like having a portable cloak of invisibility and the power to squeeze through tight spaces like a contortionist. Just think about how useful that would be. You could sneak into places that are normally off limits to humans or escape from dangerous situations by squeezing through small openings. You'd be like a real-life superhero with the power to be anywhere and do anything. However, being a squid also has its downsides. For one thing, you'd need to be able to control your skin cells with incredible precision to change color and texture at will. Otherwise, you might end up looking like a zebra when you were going for a leopard. Plus, you need to carry around a backpack of ink to use your inking ability effectively. And let's not forget about the tentacle issue. Sure, they might be useful for getting into tight spaces, but they are also really awkward to deal with when you're trying to do everyday things like eating or using the toilet. And let's not forget about the giant squid. While they're mostly harmless to humans, they're still wild animals with powerful beaks and sharp sucker-like grips. It's unlikely that you'd be able to control these structures without proper training and preparation. And let's face it, not everyone has the patience or discipline to learn how to use tentacles effectively. Overall, while having squid powers might sound like a cool superpower, it's probably best to leave it to the professionals. So there you have it. From the strength of the moose to the color-changing abilities of the squid, these animal powers are truly amazing. But which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun and educational content. Thanks for watching.